I played through every WWE 2K game ever to find the best secret within each of the games, from WWE 2K14 up until WWE 2K24. So let's jump right ahead to WWE 2K14 and for the first secret in this video. But quickly before I do get into WWE 2K14, make sure you have subscribed with all notifications turned on, and if you do end up enjoying the video, make sure to give it a like. Now let's get started with WWE 2K14. WWE 2K14 included a little mode called The Streak. You may have heard about it. Of course you have. It's one of, if not the best feature within 2K14. You take a character of your choice to WrestleMania to fight The Undertaker to finally defeat his WrestleMania streak. It's a tough challenge, with Undertaker having all kinds of cheat moves to make sure that streak stays undefeated. So you likely know about the mode, but what you might not know about the mode is that there's a little secret within that can only be found with certain characters in 2K14. If you pick one of the previous victims of The Undertaker at WrestleMania, like Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Randy Orton or Batista for example, then you will get secret commentary that is unique to that character only. Here are some examples.
Here is your winner, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton.
The Apex Predator wins. Oh my God, Randy Orton has actually done it. He toppled The Undertaker. He beat the streak. Orton!
Here is your winner, The Big Show.
The Big Show! Oh God, the world's largest athlete destroyed the streak. The streak is over, and it ends right here.
Pretty awesome little secret or additional detail to the mode, as it could have given them just generic commentary like the majority of the characters get when defeating the streak. This era of WWE games was just different when it came to going the extra mile with the attention to detail. WWE 2K15 was never really a secret-filled game, as most of the attention went to debuting the series for a new generation of consoles, which, as we all know already, came with the cost of having a half-completed game with a bunch of removed stuff. For the best secret that you might have missed, you would have to go to the showcase mode to find it. You'll find this secret if you play through the excellent Best Friends Bitter Enemies showcase, which was all about Triple H and Shawn Michaels' rivalry from 2002 until 2004. When you get to the Bad Blood 2003 match between Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair, there will be a quick time event that will show up on the screen, with you the player having to press the button in time for the moment in the match to be replicated. These button prompts are incredibly easy to not mess up, but failing this one in particular will give you an alternative reality moment where Flair does his famous flop to the floor after failing the QTE. Check this one out.
Oh, what's Flair going for here? But wait, a reversal by Shawn Michaels, and ooh, Flair hit that corner hard. He's dazed. Yeah, really dazed. Here comes HBK. Oh, Ric Flair's in trouble here. Watch this. Oh, man, Flair gets some of his own medicine. He is chopped, he is dazed, and oh, he is down. Woo!
Moving over to 2K16 now, and there's a secret within the game that was definitely not supposed to happen, but thankfully it was never patched out of the game. As you all likely know already, when you play Elimination Chamber matches in WWE games, it's locked to the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view and can't be played outside of that single event. Well, in 2K16's Universe mode, you could bypass that limitation by doing a Elimination Chamber in any arena that you want, due to 2K likely forgetting to lock out the option when making a custom match on your show. It was definitely not supposed to be a thing in this game, as if you play one of the matches outside of the Elimination Chamber arena, it's full of crazy bugs and glitches that can even include a superstar in the match being able to walk out of the Elimination Chamber or just get stuck within the cage. As mentioned earlier, it was surprisingly not fixed with a patch, so now you'll forever be able to use the secret way of having a Elimination Chamber match in any arena that you want in WWE 2K16. You weren't supposed to find that previous secret, but you were definitely supposed to find this awesome secret in 2K17. The previous game, 2K16, introduced the breakout feature, which allowed us to give our opponents a sneaky little beating during their entrance. However, one of the complaints that many players made was that anything the opponent was holding during the entrance would just disappear or couldn't be picked up after attacking them. That all changed in 2K17 in a big way. So now, for example, if you attacked a champion who was holding their title during the entrance, you could now pick it up and use it as a weapon. The best item that you could pick up by far, however, was the trombone, which Xavier Woods would bring to the ring during his entrance. If you break out during his entrance and attack him, then he will drop his trombone, and then you can pick it up. Whilst it's in your hands, you can even play it a little bit, and you'll also see the absolute sadness on your player's face as Xavier takes back his trombone. I can't believe you've done this, Xavier. Universe mode, in my opinion, was pretty good in 2K18. There were some really good additions to the mode, like new cutscenes, rivalry intensity feature, and superstar goals, just to name a few. One of the other things that was added to Universe mode was a brand new Undertaker WrestleMania based cutscene. Now this is kind of a secret because you had to actually put the Undertaker on one of the brands and make sure the Undertaker WrestleMania rivalry actually does happen, which, as we know already with Universe mode, isn't always a guarantee to happen. So then you had to make sure he actually loses as well. If he does lose, then you would have seen this secret cutscene after losing the WrestleMania match.
Can you imagine what it must feel like to beat The Undertaker?
This is a career changer. To earn a victory over the dead man is an accomplishment very few can claim.
Both these superstars went to hell and back in this matchup.
Yeah, but one superstar survived. And what a display of dominance.
And there is the Phenom, The Undertaker, still trying to figure out exactly what happened in this match tonight. In an incredible show of respect from the WWE Universe.
Tell you what, The Undertaker has absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. The Undertaker's career speaks for itself. One of the all-time greats.
One of the big changes in 2K19 was the cage match. There were some brand new additions to the match type, like being able to walk out of the door, breaking the cage by using the OMG moment, as well as fighting whilst climbing the cage, just to name a few things that were changed or added. Another addition to the cage match, which has been long forgotten about now, was the ability to have interference take place during the match. This interference would see a rival interfere just as a superstar in the match is making their way up the cage. The interfering superstar will then climb up the cage and will try to throw their rival back into the ring. But how did it become a secret and forgotten about feature? Well, to ever see this happen again in 2K19, you would have to delete all the patches and play a cage match without a patch. This is because one of the earlier patches actually broke this feature, making it impossible for an interference to ever happen in a patched version of 2K19. WWE 2K20's best secret, in my opinion, is thanks to a unlikely source. Now, I usually don't have many good things to say about Originals mode, but this secret is possible thanks to that mode. The first Originals story, Bump in the Night, has this unique taunt for the Swamp Father version of Bray Wyatt, which will see him pull his lantern from underneath the ring. This works with both that version of Bray along with his actual character. But if you give the taunt to the Fiend, however, then you'd find a secret version of the taunt where the Fiend will not pull out the usual lantern from underneath the ring, but will actually pull out the Fiend-based lantern instead. A very cool bit of attention to detail there, and a nice secret for the legendary Fiend character. WWE 2K22's best secret for me is an easy one. You'd only find it by having the DLC, but it was worth having the DLC pack for these fun Easter eggs you get for downloading Doink the Clown. If you had Doink in your game, then you'd be able to find a secret weapon under the ring, and along with that, he would also have a unique running payback where another Doink would run into the ring to help the other Doink out. WWE 2K23's best secret is a simple detail that can be found in any match. All you had to do was just knock down the ref and wait for him to get back up and then go for the pin. You would have noticed when he does get back up that due to him being damaged from the attack, he will now count slower pins than usual to sell the attack, which is exactly like you'd see on WWE TV. And the best secret in WWE 2K24 has to be the secret paybacks that you can unlock in the Unleash MyRise mode. As you progress through the story, you would unlock two secret paybacks, one called Paparazzi, which sees someone come to the ring to distract your opponent and blind them with a camera flash.
What is this? This is
Not sure I recognize it, but he seems like a nice guy.
Where is security?
He's just taking...
Looking to end this.
And the second one is Soul Siphon, which is basically you turning into Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat as you steal the soul of your opponent and drain their health.
I've only ever seen stuff like this in video games, guys.
He's levitating.
Soul?
Where in the world do you learn to do something like that?